Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to A Knight's Tale. We are here with William, once again, back in his hometown, and we are looking at starting a business here before we ride on out to see if we can seek some more tournaments with our small, growing band of adventurers. And so, let us inquire about what the best business here might just be. And the best way to figure this out is to see what villages are bound to Sargot. We have Kaliok and Itreburg up here. Itreburg is producing grain and Kaliok is producing flax. So we could look at starting a business surrounding one of the two. The other option might be finding a city in which similar productions are around. We have basic understanding of what the primary productions are throughout the region. Grapes, olives. I don't think any one place is going to have two of the same. So we could look at starting a business here in Sargot, perhaps brewing some of that grain into beer. Not a half bad plan, I think. We have enough to be able to get a business started, so let's inquire. Now, we don't necessarily need to find a brewery. If there is one here, well, that'd be a good start. But there's an olive press, I see, and a pottery shop. I think we might have to take that olive press and turn it into something else. No, indeed, there is a brewery. Well, we might just be able to take control of that. We can see that a few of our friends are around here. Gerald's just, are you... I thought that might have been an outhouse there that he was trying to spy inside of. Mind your own business, buddy. And I guess we'll mind ours as well. Well, here is the brewery, so let's see if we can't find ourselves a worker here that we can have a chat with. Because I believe the shop worker we don't want to talk to, or rather the owner. Yeah, I feel like any one of you here will work, and for some reason we have some interesting lighting in this place. Let's see, we would like to buy this workshop, and we have enough to pay for it. Let's keep it as a brewery. Keep producing what you're producing. Yes, troops are happy with beer. That is true. Yes, let's do it. Well, we got ourselves another workshop. And we'll see what we can do with it in time. Yeah, there's definitely some strange lighting happening in that space. We'll try to ignore that as best as we can. And let's look at heading on out. It's going to take a little while for that to start to take effect, but we'll eventually see that climbing on up. Now, as for tournaments, unfortunately, there isn't any happening here in the kingdom. We're going to have to ride north up here to Pen Cannock in the Botanian lands, where things are going to be a little wilder. There are a number of forest bandits along the way, so we'll do our best to keep our heads down and our horses swift. And just as the sun is setting, we have arrived in time. And here we are out the front of an old Botanian fort. Botanians seem to have forts that resemble this quite a bit. That's some fantastic looking equipment that you've got there. But they all seem a bit worn out. A once great civilization, now, well, surviving as best they can. That is an impressive castle, though. Very, very impressive. And hardy folk, hardy people that I believe Anwin is kin with. So I'm sure she'll have some familiar faces around. The arena is off in the distance. Let's make our way up towards it and just enjoy the city streets along the way. And here is the arena. A formidable looking structure. and see what awaits us inside. Oh, I see. Very, very nice. Yeah, this will be a different kind of fight for us here, William. Looks a lot more brutal. Well, let's prepare ourselves, my friend. It's time to fight. All right, and the prize is a very nice looking broadsword. It is a tier 1 weapon though, so I guess it's not the most amazing thing in the world. In our first fight, we're up against Kerald and Cad, and yeah, a Britannian lord. Gwef the Wanderer has a very interesting hairstyle there, but let's see how we fare. We'll place our bet, and unfortunately, really not getting that much from these anymore, but all the same, we shall fight. Oh, and we are starting off with bows. All of us with bows, actually, in fact. So that's going to make for an interesting time. All right, one down. And that was actually one of the other lords. Oh, just a near miss there. William isn't terrible with the bow, he just took down Cad. Alright, excellent. Unwin, good job. Hey, we made it through. Yeah, it was just all arrows. Very, very interesting. We're going to get a lot less going ahead, but we'll still keep on betting. And, oh, okay, two-handed. Here we go. Let's try to make this start count. Oh, there we go. Yikes. Well, get in fast, do what we can. Move to the side. Come on. There we go, William. Oh. We're holding on by... Thank you for the distraction. Wow. Okay, well, two-handed weapons, obviously they can do a lot of damage, but it is risky. It is risky fighting. God damn. Well, it's 2 against 2. We are against Unwin now at this stage, so... Oh, wish us all the best. And a miss to start. That's not great. So far, so good. Well, we're going to be up against you in the final, my friend. And really, all it takes is just one good strike from one of these weapons. We can see our two-handed skill is pretty terrible. We've really not used them all that much, but I guess we'll do what we got to do, huh? Here we go. Oh, a near miss. Oh, luckily, we're just that bit faster. Our vigor is high, and we have won ourselves a tournament in the lands of Britannia. Let's see. Well, it's certainly not going to be as good as Wind's Fury, but we can go ahead and pass this down the line. You're not using one at the moment, are you? We could look at... Well, I kind of like you with an axe there, my friend. We do need to get you some shields before long. How is that stacking up against the arming sword? It does have better swing, and honestly, it just looks a bit better. How about you have 2 swords for now, Geralt? I feel like that kind of matches you quite well. I think it's worth us having a look to see where his skill truly lies, and I think it is more in fighting with polearms. Yes, well, actually, kind of across the board here. Two-handed skills up as high as it can get at this stage. If we don't increase that limit, it won't go any further. You do have a bit more skill with one-handed weapons and polearms. It might be worth us outfitting him, just in case we, well, run into trouble along the way. And the same might be said for our others. Arnwin's definitely more, capable with the one-handed sword, and I think we'll try and keep her with that for now. And as for Cad, I want to try and get him a dagger or something like that eventually. And in terms of our smithing capabilities, unfortunately we don't have any characters in our world that are good at smithing just starting off. So what we need to do is look for someone that has high endurance. And I think we're going to start with Kerald for this. We're going to see if we can get his endurance going higher over time. And something else that I've actually neglected is that William does have a point, a free attribute point that we can place in any one of these here. So the question is, what do we want to put that in? We've got 6 in social right now, which is pretty good. I think for now we're going to put that into vigor, which is going to help us increase our polearm and our one-handed skills just, that little bit faster. As for that final point, where do we want to put that? I'm liking the idea of that going into leadership. Or possibly trade. We're doing more of it at the moment. It would be nice to have someone who could be more of our trader, I suppose, but yeah. You know what, for now, let's max out polearms. We want to get that along eventually, so I think getting that point now is going to be worth it. We are so close to getting standard bearer. We just need one more good strike with a polearm and we'll be there. So while we are here, let's have a look at some of the weapons to see what's going to suit our group here. We certainly want to get Kirill equipped with a polearm of some kind. As to what yet, I'm not so sure. It looks like the best we can do here is a broad leaf shaped spear, which isn't a terrible spear. We'll make do with it for now. And as for our shields, we're going to go ahead and pick up a cavalry kite shield for you, because you will be on horseback more often than not, and that does look pretty impressive on you, my friend. Your armor, well, I feel like we still might be able to earn some more in tournaments there. We're going to get a heater shield for Cad here, and you know what, we'll keep that off for now. We want him to be relatively lightweight, but that shield, it's going to give you some protection, my friend. And finally, Anwin. You do have the Bone Crusher, but this kite shield's going to be no good. We are going to pick up for you a nice Norse round shield. Let's see. Yeah, it fits well enough. Well, we did just get word that there is going to be a tournament happening over here in Ox Hole. A chance for William to start to prove himself to the Vlandians, his people. Let's see if we can make it here around the mountains and past the looters. Well, 110 gold today. So the brewery is starting to earn. It is at 22 at the moment. We'll try and keep an eye on that to see if it starts racking up some more as the days go by. Just as the sun is setting, we arrive in Ox Hall. Let's have a wander through this glorious looking town, huh? Well, here we are, and it does actually seem to be quite dark. So whether or not the tournament will still be happening today remains to be seen, but we'll have a walk through the town and see if we can't track it down. It is going to be directly ahead. We can see that Cad is hanging out the front of the tavern here. Not surprised, doing a little bit of business. I thought he had 2 ales in his hand there, but no, seems to be doing just fine as he is. That's a fantastic looking shield. The Vlandians are quite good with their crossbows, something that I wouldn't mind making use of in time. We still have to prove ourselves a little more before men and women will trust their lives with us. We're lucky that we've got 4 that will follow us so far. Well, the arena's there. Let's see if anyone is awake and ready to fight. Yet, unfortunately for us, there is no tournament happening in the evening. We shall have to wait until the morning. And here we are. Another gold change, and not bad, 120. Let's see, still no tournament. Perhaps we'll wait for later. We might have missed it, unfortunately. Well, let's give it a little while. Well, it is rather unfortunate. No tournament, and we've had snow fall overnight. Winter is here, it would seem. Well, my good band, any tournaments? Pencannock and Rovolt. Alright, we'll make our way. Well, Rovolt isn't far, and yes, snow has fallen. The weather is changing. Alright. To Rovolt we ride, and we will be arriving in the middle of the night, so let's hope that in the morn the tournament will be ready. And we have heard word that the tournament is taking place, and look at all this snow. We're out in the cold now, and I feel like William will probably need a little bit more than what he's wearing at the moment. A fine looking town though. Gerald and Cad. I see. Let's keep our eye out. There's the arena. And there's the Lord's Hall. Mostly constructed out of lumber. I must have a fair amount of it. We can hear the voices starting to build. The arena must be close. And there it is. Let's head on inside, William, and suit up. And we are fighting for a strange-looking helmet. A tier 4 helmet, no less. Okay, let's cross our fingers it's going to be as good as the other helmet we had. Let's see how this lot fares. Gerald and Armin have made it through. Fantastic. And we're up against Osea the Shieldmaiden and Cervic. Let's place our bet. And we are with a crossbow. Okay. Interesting. We dealt a lot of damage there. And wow, it takes a while to reload. Let's see how... At least we can kind of hold our aim here. Right, 2 crossbows. There we go, Watchman down. Alright, well, can we use this on horseback? Seemingly no. Good to know. Alright, well we can use this sword. And we can miss with it too. Well, it looks like our cavalryman is down at the moment, so... do what we can. You need to go. Here we go. There we are, Cervic down. And I believe we're riding against our own ally. Which actually, now that I think about it, jump off. Jump off, please. We'll do better if we use the crossbow here. As long as we can kind of keep to the side. Use our horse as a barricade. Come on. Draw. Here we are. Okay. Let's go first person for this one here. You're going to come back and charge us. Let's be ready. Alright, here we go. Horse is down. See if we can get a strike off. Sorry, Osea. Right through the throat. I feel like you might be worth us having a conversation with, though. That was quite the fight. Alright. Well, we're going to be up against Armin again in this round. Let's get ready, team. We're crossbow again. Interesting. Alright. Draw back as fast as we can. Take down that one. Okay, good damage. Oh, good damage. Okay, you definitely need to go. Excellent work. Alright, another headshot. Armin down. Stand steady. Yes! Oh, my boy, William. We sure did, my friend. We sure did. And we'll continue to show those bastards. We're up against a swordsman now. And, oh, it is just one against the other. Oh, good damage dealt, but you also damaged our horse. Let's couch this lance. Here we go. Oh, our horse is down. Our horse is down. Alright, let's be smart about this. We're going to try and use the terrain to our advantage, or we can just try and straight up spear you. Good damage. Okay, we've done about 77 in total now, I think. Maybe a little bit more. Should be bloodied. There we go. Swordsman down. And horse, sorry, you just got in the way. Alright, who's going to win this round? The Billman. Okay, well, Billman, we're going to be taking you on in the final. Let's see how we fare. Oh, just claw hooks. Okay, this is going to be... well, let's do what we can. Good hit. Oh, 98 damage for the first strike. Yeah. Get that chair, William. Get that chair. And get the prize. Fantastic. Well, it's not a fully rendered helmet, weirdly enough, and it's not actually worth that much. Okay, here it is. In the little picture, it's not fully rendered. Let's see if we can't give that to one of our companions, see if it's going to be better or worse. It's the same here, and, well, it's a little bit better than what you're wearing, my friend, so we can go ahead and sell this one, which actually does sell for a little bit more. Now that I'm looking at that Spather there, we should be able to get our smithing up a little bit with you, Gerald, if we can get ourselves some hardwood. But Armin has leveled up. I see, we had a notification down the bottom. Let's see, where do we want to improve your skills? Well, we need to improve your intelligence, because medicine is, well, what you're really helping us out with the most here. And as for that focus point, it's most certainly going to be in medicine as well, as you are going to help us out a lot in time, Unwin. Right, as for our trade, we will be losing that helmet for now. Let's see if we can pick ourselves up some hardwood. Here we are. We'll go ahead and make a purchase of 4 for now. We should be able to melt down this and have some left over afterwards. 6. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. And in the smithy, instead of using us, we are going to be using Gerald here, who doesn't have any smithing at this stage, but we're going to start to try and push him towards that direction. It's going to be our focus for him. We're going to start off by just refining some charcoal, a simple task for us to do, but it is going to give him a little bit of skill there. Level 3 now. And something else that we have to kind of keep an eye out for is the smithy stamina that will go down over time. And as for this, we are going to smelt this down. We're going to get 5 wrought iron and 2 iron from that, which, yeah, not half bad. And we actually learn some smithing parts from that, and Gerald just gets that little bit better. I actually wouldn't half mind getting some more hardwood, just so we could start to improve his skill a little bit here. We can see we do have some more kind of refining that we can do here, and I think we might actually be able to do this one here. 2 wrought iron will give us 1 iron and 1 crude iron. Let's go ahead and get that done. And we can use the crude iron to make wrought iron. Excellent. So all of this is going to be slowly improving his skill. We are just going to need some more hardwood. And we are going to take a fair amount here because I want to give him a chance to really improve his skill. So we'll take close to our maximum here, or rather just at the maximum. And we'll jump back into that smithy. All right, let's see. Refine. You have 60 stamina left. We're going to start off with the charcoal here. Level 5, fantastic. We'll just go through bit by bit. 36. So what's going to happen is he's going to get too tired to smith anymore. We've got a little bit more. All right, well, let's see if we can't make ourselves some proper iron. And there we go. He must rest before he can work further. But we have a smithing skill of 7 now, so slowly but surely, Gerald here is going to get a little bit better with each strike of the anvil. Now, I did say that I wanted to have a chat with the Shieldmaiden, and I think we will. Our tavern is just up here, and yeah, we're going to see if we might be able to bring them on board. We do have a limit to companions, though, and we might be approaching that. I believe it can be alleviated with a leadership skill. And nice, a different-looking tavern. Not half bad. Let's see. Orsia the Shieldmaiden. Look a little different out of all that armor. Orsia, let's have ourselves a chat.
I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger.
My name is William, madam. Please, if you would, tell me about yourself.
I'll tell you my tale, but I will warn you in advance. It is of no concern to me whether you approve or disapprove of what I did. I came from a good family with much land. Since I was a girl, I wished to be a Shieldmaiden. I practiced fighting with the village boys and old warriors, but it is a strange thing. While some families in our land take pride in a daughter who takes up arms, others accord it a great shame, and my father was of the latter type. I had no special desire to be married, but my family found me a groom anyway. I consented, but my husband and I detested each other from the first. Once he insulted me in the marketplace. I cursed his manhood. He struck me. I pulled a knife, and he pulled his. I won. The elders sat in judgment on our case. As it turned out, they had plenty of precedent. They accorded our fight a fair duel, and thus I was innocent of murder. On the other hand, I was excluded from his inheritance. I suppose that was fair, although I would have enjoyed wearing his jewels and riding his horse in front of his family.
Indeed. No doubt such traditions encourages husbands to behave better than they might do otherwise.
Suffice to say, I could not return to my father's house. I went on my way, happy to live the life of a warrior I had always dreamed of living. But soon I found out The tales I loved as a girl of shield maidens who fought for honor do not pertain to a woman with no family or land. One cannot fight for honor when one does not know where the next meal comes from. So I fight for pay.
Similar to myself. You're a fair fighter in that arena. I might be able to make use of someone like you in my company.
Very well. I will need to settle up some debts, however, before I'm ready to travel. 2,000 should suffice.
Right then, here you are. And just like that, we have a new member to our band, our growing band at that.
Well, looking at this, Osea might have actually been a better choice for smithing. With 6 endurance, I believe that's the highest out of the lot so far. Yeah, undoubtedly it is. We actually have a point in riding and polearm now as well, so we will be looking at that. But yeah, we're going to start putting some focus into smithing for you, Osea. Carol, you're still going to be good, my friend. We're going to have you focus more on your vigor and your riding. Yes, you will be the knight you always wanted to be, or saw yourself as, at the very least. As for polearms, we can now have standard bearer, which gives more morale to our troops in formation at the start of a battle. Nice. And riding, vigorous. We get some extra horse points here. Horse points, hit points for our horse, I guess also known as horse points. But while we are still in town, we can actually make use of Osea here. Maybe we'll have Kirild be our apprentice of Osea, because Osea has a lot more ability, well, potential for ability. And we're going to start that off by making as much of this regular iron as possible. There we go. Fantastic. All right. Are you completely tapped out? No, you're good to go. All right. Well, let's make some more wrought iron here, and we'll just convert the wrought iron into iron. So this is probably one of the best ways for us to level up someone through smithing is in the process of making iron, we kind of get a bit of crude iron. We can turn the crude iron into wrought iron into iron. So eventually we work things up that way there. And I think we don't have enough iron to continue. No, actually, it is charcoal that's the limiting factor. Well, we can do something about that, can't we? It will mean spending a little bit more, and they only have 5 units of hardwood left. So really, we can only get 2 charcoal out of this, but still, it's a little bit more skill. So let's get refining. That's the 2 charcoal we needed, and let's see. Looks like we can just make wrought iron at the moment. There we go. That was the last 2 bits of charcoal we had. Oh, I'll take it. And before we leave, we'll make sure that Osea will have a mount to ride on. So we'll go all the way down towards the bottom and pick us up. Let's see, a southern common harness. I think that should do. Yes, there we go. Let's get ready to ride out. Our money has lessened, but still we are earning more coin with each passing day. Well, the next tournament in Vlandian lands is down here in Prevend. Let's ride our way out of the cold, William. Now with 5 of us on the road, we'll make our way into those golden fields and earn us some more coin and fame. With the setting of the sun, we have arrived in Prevend. It's just starting to get low on the horizon, so I'm sure we'll be able to take part in the tournament yet to come. And the arena is right across town here, so we're going to have a wander on through and try and get a feel for the city. And the Lord's Hall here does seem to be a little bit better reinforced than some of the others we've seen so far. The arenas are undoubtedly some of the best built locations in Vlandia. We can see now why William has such a fondness for fighting in them. And we have a spiked battle axe, a northern spiked battle axe as the prize this time around. And look at this, we have Unwin on our team and Kryaslava the Accursed, quite the name. And well, with each of these tournaments, our wages get smaller and smaller. We might have to look at other ways for our band to earn coin. We are still getting renown from these tournaments though, so for now, they are still worthwhile. Sorry, Kirild. Well, not really sorry, are we? And another militia archer down. Ooh, a little late on that one. See if we can't get you from behind. There we go. Vlandian Vanguard is down. Couch that lance again. A champion down. A couched lance is just such a dangerous tool. And we delivered 1 damage. I guess it's a dangerous tool in the right hands, and our hand isn't always the best hand. Oh, come on. Our horse is going down here. Alright, let's get away. Get ready to couch this again. And see if we can't run down one of our enemies here. Oh, a miss. Around the outside. See if we can go for you, huh? That's another miss. Okay. 1 of each team left now. Actually, no. It's just yellow and green. Red has been eliminated. Oh, and that's our horse gone. Alright. Easy does it. Cat. Well, you've done well to survive this long. And I think that might be... Yes. Ah, Osea. Hi. Now, die. Well, not die. Collapse on top of Cad for now. A point in athletics. We will gladly take it. Cryoslava. Let's see if you make it through. No. We're fighting against Anwin. We know that she's, well, rather vicious, so we can't, hold back anything here. Using these billhooks, they do so much damage, but it can mean the fight's over so quickly. Because whoever gets that first strike in, you know, yeah, it's... Well done. Well done. Skip through that. Osea? You made it through. Fantastic. Well, we're going up against some light cavalry here. Let's see what our weapon is going to be now. It looks like it's going to be these billhooks all the way. As long as we can get the first strike, we'll be off to a good start. I'm going to try and see if we can outrange them. There we go. Oh, we missed. Oh, just a little bit faster. Excellent. Yeah, we really do need to try and play around with the range of this weapon as much as possible. Well, Osea fell to the Gallants. Let's see if we can get a little bit of revenge for them, huh? And, we have a shield. Fantastic. I do prefer it this way. I feel like it gives us a much better chance overall. And a good stab to start. We'll just keep going for that head. There we go. Not so gallant now, huh? Wouldn't mind some troops like that for ourselves. We'll take our funds. It still is okay. It's definitely not the thousands we were earning once upon a time. And we'll see if we can give that axe to someone. You know what, Osea? We're going to be giving that to you for now. Yes, and I think we should probably get you a shield while we're here. And actually going off that idea, it's probably worth us getting some proper protection for all of our followers, as, well, we can't keep fighting in these tournaments forever. The gold is starting to run out. We're going to have to start earning coin in other ways, and that could mean working for other people and fighting other people. Fighting outside of the arena means the potential for death, and actual death in this game is a possibility, so we want to try and give our team the best chance they can at surviving any given fight. And well, they aren't terribly equipped. I think Geralt is probably the worst equipped at this stage. His layered leather tunic isn't terrible, but I don't know if we can afford to do a whole... Well, actually, it's better than that. Yeah, you're not half bad, my friend. Look, we'll give you some padded van braces there, and you should be feeling better about, I guess, life. We do have some swords left over that we're going to try and melt down. And I'd like to try and see if we can pick up some hardwood from here as well. Yes, there is more than enough hardwood. The question is whether or not we have been, rested yet. We're going to go for 12 units of that for now, and that's going to cost us a fair amount, not leaving us with too much coin, but that coin will return in time. Well, Osea's smithy stamina has come up a little bit. Could be better than where it is at the moment. We're just going to go ahead and get 2 of those to start with. Then I think we're going to start trying to work this, because I think that's going to give us just a little bit more skill overall. And actually, you know what? Might need some more charcoal. Okay, that's the last we can do of that. It's going to be trying to make some wrought iron here. Actually, no. We don't have the ability to make any of it. And I don't know if it's because of our smithing stamina. You must rest before you can Do this action. Well, I guess we will be resting for that little bit more. We can look at trading some of those raw resources, but I want to try and hold on to them so that we can use them to make weapons in time. Unfortunately, looking at Prevend here, no one actually has any work for us. So what we can do is ride up to some of these smaller villages and see if anyone needs any work done. And with that, we're probably going to need to start to increase the numbers that we have here. These sea raiders are certainly dangerous. We'll see if we can make it to Larnac in time. We can. Unfortunately, it's the same story here. No one has any work for us. Our coin isn't terrible. We can keep improving that by fighting in tournaments along the way. But I think we're actually going to need to start getting more than just the followers that we have. We're going to have to start recruiting troops from areas like this. However, well, they don't seem to be all that willing. Perhaps another town, another place. We'll try over here in Frigen. We have some looters, and I believe they are running from us. Well, let's see. There's 5 against 5. Sounds like a fair fight, wouldn't you say? Well, we can see our 4 here. Relatively well equipped. Let's get that out and ready. And be ready to use it. The looters are moving in, and we will order the charge. And we will try get at least 1 kill there. Not bad. Well, the initial charge didn't go oh so well. We've got a bit more damage dealt. And they'll be coming back for another. I do like that the cavalry AI does seem to be a lot better this time around. Originally, in Warband, they would just ride up to something, stop, and start attacking it, rather than do an attack, run away, and come back, as cavalry are kind of meant to do. So far, so good, William. It looks like most of these kills are going to be going to us. I might stand corrected. Anwin, excellent. Our healer, getting a kill in there. Fantastic work, team. We did. And we did manage to capture one of those looters. Fantastic. We'll also take everything that they had. None of this is really going to be useful to any of us, but we'll be able to sell it on in time. Yes, we do need to break you down eventually. Once we have a little bit more of that smithing stamina back. Let's see what the town has for us here. Well, nowhere here either. It seems that the Vlandian lands are, well, I guess a little wary of William, and perhaps they're right to be. By killing these looters in the surrounding lands, we are going to get a little bit of favor with them though, so let's see if we can't chase down this group here. And as much as I want to keep improving William's skills, I think it's worth us giving them an opportunity to increase their combat abilities. And so a charge shall begin, and we're going to try and stay a little bit further back this time and just see how they all perform. The initial charge isn't that bad. Osea picking up a kill there, fantastic. And Anwin as well, brilliant. Okay, Osea gained 4 points in one-handed just from that one little strike there, which is what we want to see. With only 2 of them left, we should be able to take them down before long. A not too bad of a stab there from Gerald. Nice work. They do seem to be kind of offsetting each other a little bit here. Thankfully, there's a little bit more of a break in there. Osea with that axe. Excellent, Anwin. Fantastic work. And just like that, the battle is won, and we didn't have to lift a finger. Well, we did. We lifted our arm, but I guess we didn't lift many fingers. And we captured 2 from that battle, plundering 57 gold in the process. And we'll go ahead and pick up the grain and all their little bits of equipment. We are going to continue on towards Valenby to see if we can sell off some of the goods that we've got so far, and also to see if there's any work that needs doing. Unfortunately, no work. These sea raiders down here might offer us a worthy encounter. And so we're going to sell off what we can here, and we'll actually pick up some butter, just so that we can have a bit more variety when it comes to our food. We'll get 35 for all those little bits and pieces, and these sea bandits will get chased down. Whether or not we really don't want them to team up. They didn't see us. these sea raiders. We can see that they are just by themselves. They're patrolling around a hideout, so they have somewhere nearby that they're held up in. Well, you're gonna have to surrender or die, my friend. And for this, we will not be holding back. We'll be sending all of us in. As they have armor and actual proper throwing weapons, they'll pose something of a threat to us. Especially, Osea's down just like that. That's not good. Well, let's move in, get another charge on. Only a charge. No damage from our spear that run. Let's try again. Nice, Gerald. Well done, well done. Excellent. Good damage there. Alright, Cad with a kill. Brilliant. Okay. They're doing some work here. Let's chase them down. That stab on the horse. Okay. We got lucky there. They do have spears. They can take us down rather quickly if they get a good strike. Just like that. But if we can attack them from behind, it'll work out well. I hope she's okay. Watch out there. Whoa. Okay. One more to go. Here we are. Excellent. Right to the head. We did. Hopefully, without too much cost. Our pole-armed skill has gone up. And yes, we do have an injury. We can see that Cad got a little bit of riding skill, and we got riding and our polearm up. We actually managed to capture one of the Sea Raiders. A worthy prisoner for us to have in this little growing band, I suppose. Let's see. None of that's really all that good, and I believe that everyone does have some form of scarf or hood. Yeah. We'll take the olives, most certainly, and we can see that they actually increased our party morale because of the extra stuff that we had there. Alright, let's head into our character here and just see how Osea... Yeah, you're going to be down for a little while. She's wounded. She will be okay in time, but it's going to be sitting there quite damaged for a little bit. So we should avoid Sea Raiders while we can. But we'll head out to this village that's kind of all by itself here, Drapend, in the hopes that they'll have something for us to do for them. Unfortunately, it is the same story here as well. We are going to sell our goods though, getting rid of what we just picked up. Not getting much for it. A nice amount, if I don't say so myself. And we can actually see the Sea Raiders hideout over here. We are not going to be fighting that. There's too many of them in there for us to take at this stage, and so we're going to start making our way back around towards Galend here. Let's see if we can get to Hongard and hopefully not encounter too much trouble along the way. We got a point in stewardship and our gold change has gone up. And interestingly enough, you can see that the party here is flashing because one of these looters wants to join us, wants to become a part of our band. However, we're not going to have just looters join us. If we had a high-ranking Sea Raider that we might be able to make use of, we might consider that. It does have a negative effect to your party's morale as, well, prisoners are now among your ranks, and we're going to avoid that while we can. We're going to sell most of those prisoners off to the local authorities as soon as we make it to the next city. But Hongard, what do you have for us? Something. All right, my friend, what is your issue? Extortion by deserters. Now, Falsabor here is in a powerful position in Hongard as the head man here. This is quite difficult for us to achieve. These are deserters from a Vlandian army. We are no army. We are arena fighters. Fighting out on the field is something that we really haven't done, and we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be dealing with here when it comes to deserters. So I would be very anxious about attempting this. However, we are honorable, and we're not just going to walk away. It may be dumb, but we'll see if we can alleviate their woes. Well, here we are in Hongard. Quite idyllic, really. Well, let's see if we can't find... Falsabor, you are right here. Well, let's get ready to jump off. Thank you, horse. All right, friend, let's see what you got for us.
Sorry, I don't think I know you. I'm William, sir. May I ask your name? Falsival. Lived here all my life, working the land, as do my kin. A lot of other people here in Hongard, common farmers, craftsmen like me. They like me to speak for them. I know your name, though. And from what they say about you, I'd say that many a grieving widow knows that too. But that's no concern of mine. Look, I heard you might have a problem that I can help with. Well, if you know how to fight, yeah, we could use your help. Group of deserters is camped out near here. They come by every few weeks demanding food and money. They've killed 2 villagers who resisted them. We asked our lord, Rycon, for help, but his men never get here in time. Well, how is it that I can help you? We lay an ambush in the village. When they show up, we spring. If you join us, I think we've got a good chance of ridding ourselves of the scourge before they murder us one by one. Is there any other way? If you don't have the time, you could use one of your companions and your best men. No, I wouldn't leave them here. All right, I'll wait here with you, and I'll join you in your fight. Thank you. Just wait in the village. We'll stand lookout and lure them in. Just wait for the signal.
All right, and so we shall wait here for a time. Well, aha. That's the deserters' party. I see. Well, while we're here, and while you're still approaching, any chance we can recruit some extras? We can get a Vlandian recruit, 1 recruit, and that is it. That's really not that much. I guess 1 is better than none, and I hope that you can bring all that you can. The deserters will need to cross the bridge to fight us in the town, and we aren't exactly healthy yet. How William will fare, we'll find out in the next. Please do join me then. I apologize for the shorter episode this week. We've only just got back on track after having my graphics card fail altogether. But thankfully, A Knight's Tale is alive, and so is William, for now. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a like or a comment to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.